Good morning and welcome to the Morning Expresso. You're watching Indian Express. I am Charulata Biswas and let's get you quickly started with the top news stories of the day. The big story. A day after the monsoon session of Parliament came to an abrupt end, opposition parties launched an offensive against the government alleging that outsiders who were not part of Parliament security were brought into the Rajya Sabha to manhandle MPs, including women members, during passage of the General Insurance Business Amendment Bill. The Narendra Modi government has fielded 8 union ministers to take on the opposition over the washed out monsoon session, accusing it of bringing anarchy from the streets to Parliament and of literally threatening that if the government attempts to pass more bills, there will be even more damage. The monsoon session, which began on July 13th, was marked by continuous protests by the opposition, demanding discussions on the Pegasus spyware controversy and contentious farm laws, forcing repeated adjournments in the two houses. Moving on to the story that you will find only in the Indian Express. Since March 2017, when the BJP came to power in the state, UP police have shot at and injured at least 3,302 alleged criminals and 8,472 encounters, leaving several of them hobbled with bullet wounds on their legs. The death toll from these encounters, meanwhile, is 146. Yes, it does not exist officially, but in private, some senior officials in UP have a name for it: Operation Langra. And from the front page, the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO lost an important Earth observation satellite during launch after the GSLV rocket carrying it malfunctioned about 5 minutes after liftoff. The launch was supposed to place the Earth observation satellite into a geostationary orbit. The problem with the rocket, however, led to the failure of the mission. The launch failure was the first suffered by ISRO in 4 years. A Delhi court has acquitted a man accused of sexually assaulting 4 minors and observed that he was falsely framed due to prejudicial disposition of the parents towards the accused, who belongs to the Dalit community. The court has also, in a rare instance, granted a compensation of 1 lakh to be paid by the state to the accused within 2 months. Here are the must-reads. Quashing the detention of 3 persons under the National Security Act in a cow slaughter case, the Allahabad High Court has said that slaughtering a cow in the secrecy of one's house could involve a law and order issue but not public order. The 3 men were arrested on 14th of August last year and booked under different sections of UP Prevention of Cow Slaughter Act 1955 and Section 7 of the Criminal Law Amendment Act 2013. They were crying for help, but I couldn't do anything to save them, said the mother of the 2 minor sisters who died after they were allegedly gang raped and then forced to drink pesticide in Haryana's Sonipat. All this while the 35-year-old watched, scared and helpless. According to the police, the accused had threatened the woman not to tell anyone. A recent disturbing video doing the rounds on social media shows the assault of Afsar Ahmed, an e-rickshaw driver from Kanpur, who was forced by a group of men to chant Jai Shri Ram even as his 5-year-old daughter sobbed and pleaded with them to let him go. In one of the videos, men wearing saffron scarves are seen manhandling him and accusing him of raising anti-national slogans. So far, 3 people have been arrested in connection with this incident. And finally, wrestler Vinesh Fogart breaks her silence and recalls her struggle on the last day at Tokyo 2020. She said, "Everyone outside is treating me like I'm a dead thing. I knew that in India you fall as fast as you rise. 1 medal lost and everything is finished." In his address at an event to mark World Elephant Day, Environment Minister Bhupender Yadav said earlier he was not aware of the different days to mark different animals as he's now. Read the article in today's Delhi Confidential. Also, in our today's episode of 3 Things, we discuss Twitter's recent actions against Rahul Gandhi and the Congress Party, the NCPCR's latest report on minority schools, and the latest on the coronavirus pandemic in India. So that's all for today. Log on to IndianExpress.com to get the latest news updates. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe.